All right, Jason Anderson here, Taylor Dressler. This is AXTV live from here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, round 7. Taylor, what a round we just had right here.
Yeah, for sure. The racing was awesome. The crowd was awesome. So overall, it was a great night.
Yeah, packed house. We actually had to run the show a little bit late because there was a line literally out past the parking lot. It was awesome, so we really want to let everybody come in and have a chance. And it was crazy, the crowd, but the racing on top of that was insane.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, you know, the crowd, when I walked out there at like 5:30, we don't even open the doors till 6. The crowd was like almost wrapping around the building. So that's awesome to see. And I think when the riders get to come in front of a packed house here, it really just brings up their energy and they just ride that much better.
Yeah, and this crowd, they're really into it too. They're really into motorsports. Tennessee is huge for motocross and Arenacross, so glad to be here. Let's talk about some of this racing we had. Amateur racing, some of the most stacked I've ever seen. We had, you know, some classes had more than 30 racers in it. You know, we had to have 3 heats in some classes. You just don't see that in Arenacross.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the AX Lights beginner. They had, 3 heats, and it was just awesome to see that many people coming out and racing. Tennessee has such deep roots in motocross, so it's awesome to come here, the Tennessee Miller Coliseum, sell out the arena, have a ton of amateur riders come out and support the sport, so it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely awesome. A lot of minis and whatnot. Let's talk about the pro class. Johnny Moore, undefeated again here, wins every moto, gets every hole shot, shows these people how to ride.
Yeah, Johnny Moore has been on a roll lately. His starts have been on point, and he just seems to get out front and just ride consistent and just pull away from the pack.
Yeah, Johnny was the man on the mission. Now, Tyler Medaglia, he comes back this week. Last week we had him in Jackson. He said, you know, fresh off an airplane, hadn't been on a motorcycle, blah, 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 playing in the snow. This time he's been training, and it showed on the track. I mean, his lap times were insane. Right there with Johnny Moore. Johnny Moore did end up clocking the fastest lap time, but Johnny Moore did work. Tyler Medaglia, though, he was there. He showed the rest of those boys how to chase Johnny down. Yeah,
I think that Tyler, you know, he definitely put in the work during the week, and you could see that for sure. But, you know, I think with Johnny, he just stepped it up a little bit more. And the two of them were definitely closer this weekend, so it was more exciting to watch. But I think when you have 2 top contenders like that, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, and the track was incredible. All the options and whatnot. You know, had a huge catapult, and then we had the on-off section with the triple, and then the other triple with the big wall in front of the whoop. So in my mind, that made the track that much better and made the racing really close.
Yeah, for sure. It was just an awesome night of racing. And, you know, even some of the other guys, I know that Todd Craig, he was able to get in there, and he had, I think, the 2nd fastest lap in the lights class. He was definitely a threat tonight. So just all the guys rode really well.
Yeah, Todd Krieg, he actually hits the whoops like no one I've ever really seen in Arenacross. I mean, the guy just hammers through him, and he's not really a big guy, and usually you see that, you know, bigger guys, and he really gets it done. And I'll tell you, there was a lot of other guys we've seen this week that we usually don't see kind of up in the mix, like that Bishop Burnett kid. Let me tell you, he has been getting it done. He puts the work in. He's there every weekend, and he is just absolutely killing it.
Yep. Yeah, he's been doing a really good job lately, and he's a young kid, so to see him step up like that, it's cool to watch.
Yeah, actually, we didn't get to see his good friend Josh Cartwright this weekend. You know, those two have been battling it out, so it was good to see what Zachary could do on his own, and he was running right there in the top 3 for a long time and ended up getting past and then worked his way back to that number 3 position in the Clash, and he seemed pretty happy with that.
Yeah, he definitely, I think he got, you know, pretty decent starts. He wasn't obviously like right at the front of the pack, but he was very consistent, stayed towards the front, rode good laps, and was able to, you know, take away podiums from that.
Yeah, and then, you know, the MX Schools rider, Taylor Ciampicini, he got in there, finally got in the top 5. He's been putting in the work every week, actually riding really, really hard, and we're going to talk to him in a little while. And I'm really proud of him. Top 5 finishes pretty good out here with, you know, that's a pretty stacked field.
Yeah, I mean, he just stepped up to the pro class, and he's here from Canada training down at the Jetworks compound. So it was an experiencing for him, and I think coming racing with these faster guys, it's forced him to kind of step up his game, and it's challenged him, and obviously you can see he met the challenge, so.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Taylor Dressler here, and we just wrapped up an awesome night of racing here in Murfreesboro, and I've got Todd Krieg here with me, and tell me a little bit about how the night went for you.
It was good and it was bad. Heat races started out pretty decent, bad starts. The one heat race I worked my way up from pretty far back and actually got the win. And then coming into the mains, one main, someone went down in front of me after I was in 3rd and pretty much got last there, couldn't go anywhere, had to try and get my bike off the guy. And then the 2nd main, just decent start. I think I don't know, was asleep on the gate and worked my way up to 4th. And then in the old Clash, another bad start against those 450s. The 250 just can't do it. And made a couple quick passes, got into 4th, and tried to settle into a pace. And I was catching Zach, and he was riding really good. And just, I don't know, I would catch him, and then I would make a little mistake, and then he would pull me, and then I'd catch back up to him. So I mean, it was a good night of racing. It was fun. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like I definitely could have been inside that top 3, but oh well, there's always next round, so.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like even in the main and the clash, you didn't get, necessarily the starts you wanted, but you were able to work yourself up quickly, so that was awesome to see. And what was your favorite spot on the track tonight here?
The finish line was pretty sweet. It's a pretty good booter. You can really throw it sideways. The whoops were, I've been liking the whoops a lot lately. Getting ready for Supercross, we've been riding big whoops, so the bigger the whoops, the better for me. I feel like I made a lot of time up there. And yeah, the dirt was actually just really good tonight too, so just being able to, get in the ruts and get in the lines was awesome. So
awesome. Well, congratulations on your results tonight. And do you want to thank any sponsors?
Yeah, I definitely got to thank EBR Performance and HRT. They got my bike working awesome tonight. And then I got to thank Kames, Dot Drilling, V-Rob Designs, MotoPro Graphics, Novik Gloves, AGV Helmets, EVS, and then of course my family. I had a couple cousins and some family members out here tonight, so had to thank them. Mom, dad, sister, girlfriend, grandpa, everyone back home. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be here, so.
Awesome.
All right, Jason Anderson here with AXTV. We just got done here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm with my good friend Taylor Ciampicini. Looks like you had an awesome ride tonight, brother.
Yeah, it was, I started out pretty good with a hole shot actually in one of the heat races, and that boosted my confidence, realized I could start running up with some of these guys, and then a couple bad starts in the other heats and the main events, stuff like that, but then the Clash for Cash, I was just like, I got to get up there, and I rode not bad, and I would have liked to get a little bit better start, but I'm happy with the weekend. It's definitely up from where I've been lately, so.
Yeah, it looks like the lappers kind of got in the way, and then more come up behind you, and you did the right thing. But halfway through the race, I was watching. You turned it on, buddy. You knew the guys were coming. You knew you had to get out there. You turned it up. You finished good tonight.
Yeah, well, Kyle Thompson and Frank Fit and all those guys have just been, they keep me in shape, man. And it's just like that halfway point comes, like I got to turn it up. I start to get in my groove, and it's just like it's time to go. So it was just, I was pumped with it. I'm in shape, and I felt really good tonight. I just hope to, just keep moving up from here.
Yeah, did great in the mains. You qualified directly out of the heats, no LCQ or nothing like that. Top 5 in the Clash for Cash, going to take home that money. Let's hear from those sponsors, buddy.
I'd like to thank everybody, the whole Thompson family, first of all, of course, the whole AX Tour crew, everybody around here. You guys are unreal. And then O'Neill, Smith Optics, MX Schools, Lime 9, Shoey Helmets, just like, there's a huge list, man. I couldn't thank everyone. My mom and dad, my girlfriend, and just everyone else. Thanks a lot.
All right, Jason Anderson here with Taylor Ciampicini. Next week, we're going into Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's going to be a double round for the amateurs. We're going to race a Saturday and Sunday. So I'm pretty pumped to see how that's all going to work out. See if some of these kids can maybe hold their own for 2 days.
Yeah, for sure. The way that the weekend's going to actually work is Saturday's going to be pretty normal like it is usually at every round. The amateur riders will, register and everything bright and early, go through practice, first motos, just like they normally do. We'll have our night show on Saturday night. Everything just like normal. However, on Saturday night, the Jetworks crew is going to come in, rework the track, and make it, I guess, more amateur friendly, you could say, which I think is a lot of the amateur riders can appreciate. It's going to obviously deepen the competition field because it's not going to be as challenging as it normally is. It's going to be, I guess, more of a fair playing ground. So I think that's going to be a really good opportunity for those riders. It's something that the Jetworks crew and the Arenacross Tour wants to try out for a weekend, and so it'll be normal racing on Saturday, and then Sunday will be a different track, but same amateur racing.
I know, I'm pretty excited to see it. Unfortunately, Starkville has been canceled due to some stuff with the arena. Nothing to do with us. We hate that, so we said, you know what? Let's have a double round in Hattiesburg, and it's something that Justin has talked about for a long time. I'm excited to see it come, and just like you said, Jetworks is going to kind of, tighten the track up on it. They're going to get a whole new track the second day, and it's going to be more of an amateur style track, because Jetworks every week has the biggest issue trying to support amateur and pro in the same course, and that's not very easy, but somehow they pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, the track tonight, like, obviously the pros enjoyed it, and the 50 riders were able to make it around. That's something that's challenging to do, so for Jetworks to come out, build a track like that, they've really mastered that. So I think having this amateur-specific day and amateur-specific track, it's going to be a really exciting opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Johnny Moore taking home the win in every gate he lined up in tonight. Medaglia taking home second there in the Clash, and then Zachary Bishop Burnett, our top 3. All right, we're going to sign off from here. Taylor Dressler, Jason Anderson, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We will see you in Hattiesburg.